Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Strength Students podcast. I'm your co-host, Steve Carty.
I'm your other co-host, Nick.
Yeah, word. And we're here with Brandon Buchla, Dr. Brandon Buchla, and Drew Accomando. Owners.
Dr. Drew. Oh, no. Dr. Drew.
We're here with Dr. Drew. Hell yeah. And we're here at ATP, your guys' new place.
Yeah.
So we've kind of had the introduction of place. I had my back work down. We did podcasts with you guys. We've kind of had like the whole like lay of the land today, but we do want to do a show basically about it and what you guys are doing and how you guys are doing it. So first of all, just go into like brief introduction of each of you guys. Brandon, you can go first.
Yeah, so I'm Dr. Brandon Buchla. I'm the chiropractor here at ATP, and that's me.
Word.
Yeah, Drew Accomando, personal training here at ATP. Just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff too. It's only Brandon and I as owners here.
Owners. I was going to say, you own this place. Yeah.
And it's just us, man. We open up, we lock the doors, and we're grinding. But it's fun. Wouldn't have it any other way.
So you don't have many people. Do you have many people like who are helping you with behind the scenes stuff, or is it literally just you two like doing the marketing, doing all that shit?
We've definitely had some people come in along the way. I mean, this place wouldn't be built if it wasn't for someone like my father.
Right.
We wouldn't have had the business models and planning if it wasn't for people like Paul Caniglio and other gentlemen that had helped us a ton. But Brandon's father.
Right.
But we tried to attack most of the marketing ourselves. We've tried to attack most of the billing and the insurance and the training and all that. I mean, we told ourselves, we were like, let's do it until we can't, until product starts, or before, right, a product starts to suffer or diminish. So, yeah, just us over here, man.
Yeah, we've lucked out with people who really wanted to help us, and we took advantage of that. And
Nice.
from there, we just kind of worked as hard as we could in the things we could.
Word. So, Brandon, you are a chiropractor. So
Yep.
give like a brief little background on you and how you kind of got into being a chiropractor.
Yeah, so I went to Fordham University. I mean, my dad is a chiropractor. I grew up with sports my whole life. He was a semi-professional football player, and I always saw him as like a doctor and an athlete, and that's kind of the route I always wanted to take. And so I just pretty much followed in his footsteps. I became a chiropractor.
There you go.
And yeah.
The family business.
Exactly.
Every time you say that, I think of like Step Brothers. When he's like, what
gonna
does he
go
want to
to-
do? He's like, I don't know. He just keeps saying he wants to take over the family business. She's like,
you're a
a doctor. Trust me, I've tried to tell him that. Just picturing like Brandon, like
This is a house of learned doctors.
It's a house of learned doctors. And then, so Drew, you're more of like the coaching, training side, and you have like a CrossFit background. So just give like a little brief history of that.
Oh, for sure. Played sports all my life, baseball and football in high school. Went on to play some baseball in college, Eastern Connecticut. From there, competed in CrossFit for a few years. CrossFit Milford, high level.
Heard of them?
On their
They're okay.
games roster that year back in, I think it was 2016, regionals 2016, games roster 2015. And then established myself as a personal trainer after getting my health and phys ed certification at Eastern. So
Dope. And so what's your guys' history knowing each other, and how did this all come about?
Make out.
Friends. 1, 2, 3,
4,
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, man. So we started
Dating.
We bonded through lifting first.
Right.
Okay.
We were on the same football team, and that's really where we met each other. And from there, we were like, wow, we should lift one day. I mean, you look like you lift a lot. I do, too.
We should lift each other.
Stopped you in the locker room one day like, bro. He was like, bro. You guys took each other's towels off. You're like, let's fucking do this.
Pretty much.
Yours hangs left, mine hangs right.
We complete each other.
Match.
That's a harmonious story.
Dude, honestly, man, I think it was just gravitating work ethics. Like, I want to go there early and do more things. You're like, so do I. I was like, so let's just go together. Let's stay after and do more. Well, we're not doing anything tomorrow. Do you want to lift tomorrow? Do you want to lift in my house tomorrow? Sure. Like, all right, let's meet at the track. Or after the track, we got to go home and eat. So do you want to just have breakfast together? It was similar goals.
You guys just found like a way to like, what are you doing for the next 40 years?
It was that cut and dry.
Yeah.
It was like, you're intelligent. I like learning from you. We like working out together because it's easier to work out with somebody. But wait, you fucking pushed me. Like, it was simple, man.
You're smart. You're hot. You're talented.
And
We're
then-
stepbrothers.
And then fast forward, it's like, dude, I'm going to school for health and phys ed, strong exercise science, strong exercise phys background. You're going to be a chiropractor. Like, what's what's better than a cohesive facility like that?
For real.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we planned this. We had a business plan laid out, like all written out, probably, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
And we just
man.
kept on working on it.
Damn.
So this has been in the
You
works
guys-
for a while.
Yeah,
in
it
our
kept
minds.
top secret. I
Nice.
work with Drew at Darien. We used to work at
Yeah.
Darien YMCA together, and he was like,
Just got
like a month.
unleashed.
He's like, yo, yeah, I'm getting my own spot. I was like, what's up? All right, cool.
Yeah, the foundation was there just off what we had built together, like him being a chiro, myself being PT, and I was very strong in networking and making those connections that are geared towards a positive business atmosphere, like picking people's brains, whether they own a pizza joint or an insurance company, or he was the CEO of Illy Coffee. Like, well, what is making you successful, and what are you doing, and why are your employees valuing you as a manager, as a professional? So I was working on that. He was in school taking business classes. We were literally communicating through Google Docs. Like, I was typing something in the business
Morse code?
in the business plan. He'd like erase it, highlight what he put in, and then put that, and then we'd just
Drew
make
has
it
a
together.
tiny penis.
Put like a heart. Put like a heart in
Yeah,
there.
he just like fuck with me the whole time. So just growing and learning off one another and sort of like filling in those gaps.
Would you say that background? It's gonna sound weird, but I know, as we all know as trainers, as a background as a personal trainer set you up for business due to the fact learning from clients. Like, would you say that you're like learning from those clients and talking to those people and being?
Dude, your business is made by your first 100 clients, right? It's not from who they or what they're gonna do for you, like
Right, right.
networking opportunities. It's how you treat them,
Right.
and how you're learning from them, and how you want to hold your business. What is working? What's not working? Reflect. I was wrong is like the best thing you could ever say to yourself. And people who are available, are in the moment, and are just aware. I think I was aware the whole time. I was able to like make quick adaptational changes to be able to grow and immerse myself more into that culture of physical or of personal training.
Word. And so what is this place? What do you guys offer? What makes this place so special?
I mean, we try to offer as much as we can. We offer the chiropractic, we offer the personal training, but we really try to come in a cohesive manner
Okay.
with that.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
would
say
You guys come in a cohesive manner? Very, very
As we
good.
stated
I meant
before.
what I
we
said.
Awesome.
tried to
Okay.
be like, we
try to be subtle.
When,
Yeah.
when-
We don't
when
try
you walk
shit.
through when you walk through the front door, we wanted it to be a flow. Like chiro rooms blend into like a small rehabilitation and performance floor. And within that is the holistic approach, right? Brandon studied nutrition and diet extensively in school. I feel like I'm good with people and trying to make people feel comfortable. So having a comfortable atmosphere that can treat the holistic person. We're very family-oriented guys, right? So like growing that together completed the puzzle in prescription of performance,
Yeah.
weight loss, longevity,
Health in general.
and it was like, what were we gonna be? A-team health and performance,
Yeah, we had so many different names.
like because it was like, well, we just want to encompass what this,
what we had.
what the industry is moving towards, and what better than a medical professional with somebody else that can also prescribe some type of increase in health and longevity.
right.
And they're two coexisting businesses that can work well with one another in a small space. Two businesses under one roof.
Yeah.
So your dad owned Pro Gym, which was like a chiro and powerlifting gym.
Yeah.
And we loved that model.
Oh, shit.
It was
I mean,
Powerlifting in
that's-
Cairo? That's fucking
sick
great.
gym.
I mean, that's a great atmosphere. I mean, that goes.
Hand
Those
in
dudes are
hand.
lifting
Dude,
heavy ass weights.
recovery, and we know from ourselves, like playing a high level of sports, like when you see what a chiro does, it almost makes you ask yourself, how come he isn't next to every professional athlete, like right on the sidelines, or every high school team, or every college team? So like, I want that for my clients.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
word.
And then once my clients gain that, just high level prescription of care and attentiveness, they're not going to go anywhere else.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
And then vice
Quality.
versa too. You know, I mean, I see him doing these rehabilitation movements, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is perfect for so-and-so patient who just has a disc blown out. Like, she needs to do some back rehab. Drew, why don't you work with her? I see what you're doing with that client. Why don't you do this exact thing you were just doing with her? And that's why we kind of mesh perfectly.
Oh, okay.
You know, because he sees the benefit for his clients, and I see the benefit for my patients in each other. And that's what we try to utilize.
Got you. Okay. And so we kind of talked about this on your guys' individual episodes. Are you guys shooting for more of that, like, this is new age, cutting edge, like holistic type deal? Like, is that kind of what you guys are about, would you say?
Maybe in a marketing way, but all the tactics that we apply are from years and years and years and years and years of development. I'm not a guy that's reinventing the wheel, man, at all.
Right.
I don't know enough, right? I'm specific towards what I've seen work based off research, conversation, and efforts that him and I have put in, both with ourselves, with our clients, with our friends, and our families. Like, no, I think it's application would be a better way to look at it. Applying holistic approaches that have been instilled in this industry for years and years and years, just marketing them in a different way to bring them to a more of an appealing way to the public.
Word. Okay. And so why a place that offers all these different things? Why do you think that that's important?
One-stop
Yeah,
shop.
one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Exactly.
Well, do you think that's kind of where everything is going to? Like, that it seems that's like places like this are just like popping up left and right, where it's like everything in one roof. You know, you have your chiropractor and you have the recovery aspect of things. You have the nutritional aspect of things, and then the training aspect of things under one roof.
Well, I think that's important, especially in the medical profession. I mean, you want everyone knowing the exact same case, being communicative with each other,
Right.
and not having this like separation of knowledge.
Yeah, right.
You know, like you come in, you have no idea what they did with this person. Now you have to start over. Whereas with me and Drew, we talk about each person. We know exactly what they did with the other, and we can just keep on moving.
You
keep on
can yell out
progressing
from the
fast.
other room, be like, "Yo, this person, I just adjusted her. This is what she needs to work on." All right, cool.
Or don't forget her left glute.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, think about it from this view. Like, shouldn't somebody watch somebody move? Like, if you're a chiro, you should have the space to watch somebody apply what you're working on or through. But then somebody else is knowledgeable enough to watch them move as well. So you have two sets of eyes on this one person moving after your modalities or whatever your tactics are that you're applying to them. So I would say the one-stop shop almost waters down the view of the product. But if you can understand that people do just want to go one place, dude. Like, no, they don't want to go to Fairfield for their chiro, then back to Darien for their personal trainer. They've got kids, they've got lives. They don't have the time and efforts to do that.
It's a lot of stops to
convenience,
make.
man, and it's America. It's
Hell
convenience.
yeah.
There's a large convenience factor. We want it now. You should see the flow, man. How many clients today did I train for 60 minutes that then go right into him for 15 to 30 minute segments of recovery?
Word. Is that generally how it works? Like, you'll work with you and then go see Brendan?
Or vice versa. It really depends on the patient.
Okay.
Right.
So, like, sometimes it'll be someone who works with you, and then you'll say, all right, I'm going to send you to Drew, who's going to take you through some of that, like, stabilization that you were talking before, neuromuscular stuff.
Yeah,
or, like, they'll work with you, and you'll be like, all right, you look that kind of looks like shit, so go see Brendan.
Well, yeah, man, people work hard. It's not that I'm beating them up, but, like, they're working hard, man. And these athletes specifically, or even just people in general, like, I've got women who drive for like 6 to 8 hours a day. They come in and they train extensively. They need some pin and stretch on, what's like the number one levator scapula, elevator scapula. Like, I can't do that. Like, Brandon could do that.
Yeah,
so that
right.
alleviation of recovery, whether it's grass and soft tissue, pin and stretch, cupping, is going to give them some sensory relief.
Word.
Absolutely.
Word. All right, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we'll talk to Brendan and Drew a little more about ATP.
The actual ATP.
Be right back. Want more of the Strength Students podcast? Go check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, make sure you leave us a 5-star review on iTunes and on Stitcher. Stitcher, I just met her.
There you go.
Welcome back, second half here. We're here with the ATP crew.
The A-team.
The A-team. Drew Accomando, Dr. Brandon Buchla, rocking it out.
Let's do it.
So this half, we want to just kind of get in your guys' minds, see where all this like motivation comes from, all the deep-rooted spirit of this place comes from. So just curious as to like what made you guys want to do this on your own. We can start with you, Brendan.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, going out on my own, it's definitely nerve-wracking. You know, a lot of chiros, they want someone to ask questions to. You know, you have a new patient come in. You've never been exposed to this patient. What do? That's why a lot of people go and they'll be an associate for someone, or they'll work in a large group, or they're able to ask other questions to other docs.
Right.
But I've always seen myself as confident in my abilities. I see myself as someone who doesn't feel pressured. You know, I have no problem afterwards just telling a patient, you know, I'll look a little bit more into your condition, if I've never been exposed to that ever. And I always tell them that. I mean, I'm honest, I'm fair.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I think, very competent and confident. And I think that's really a huge step in trying to go out on your own. You need that, and then you need the right timing. I mean, 75% of chiros end up going on their own anyway. Why not just do it right away? Get that experience.
And your dad, like, you had a little bit of that, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
a little bit of that role model aspect, so you understood what it took. And
True,
he basically
true.
filled you with, like, dude, you got it.
You
Go
can
with
do it. Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's a chiro down in Illinois. I could have easily just worked with him, but I mean, me and Drew have been talking about
That's where
this
you're
for
going to
forever.
school. It was right 30 minutes from him. You could have went and learned from him. And
Yeah. But
Word.
wow, dude, I admire that.
I can't wait to hear your
Kiss,
story.
kiss.
Fucking kiss Cam. What about you, Drew? What was your motivation behind this all?
I mean, honestly, man, working for somebody for 4 years was excellent. And I felt like I got to a point where I learned as much as I wanted to learn before I wanted to experience it by myself. Like, I wanted to grow and get, like, uncomfortable a little bit. And I felt like I knew, right? I was hitting a ceiling at the Y where I was. Couldn't take on any more clients. So the schedule was packed. It was full. Did that for a year. And then I was like, let's do something different. Like, let's see if we can build something else, a brand. Like, I want to brand this. So from there, I looked for that neutral spot, like location, right? Like, I was like, well, how about Norwalk? It's between my clientele, between Westport and Darien. And I reflected. I just looked at how have I progressed over the last 4 years? Who's still with me from day one? And it was almost everyone. So, through some Q&A with my clients, it's just stuck with me to want to instill that, right? Those same philosophies to go out on our own and to brand. So we had talked during the break about, I don't think Brandon and I really ever looked at a price tag or looked at like, oh, how much is this going to cost? Or wait, how much are we going to make? Yeah, you do some cash flow worksheets, balance sheets and whatnot to see if you can pay the bills. But, dude, it was all about providing quality care. Like, just holding yourself to a standard of providing somebody with attention, comfort, trust, appreciation, and thoroughness. Like, that's what people are looking for. Like we had said, I don't think I know more than any other personal trainer, but there's small things that I believe that I can do really well, and it's treat people right. And I think I know that goes a long way, especially in business, right? Like, think about it, dude, when you go out to eat, man. Like, I'll tip more if they're just filling up my water glass, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Just quality,
Little things.
patient care, client care. So I think I've just instilled those throughout the last few years to bring me to a level where I was like, I want to do this by myself, and I want to provide clients with my own brand. And then I just had someone like Brandon, like we said before, to be able to fill the voids and the gaps of my knowledge and applicational skills, and it just worked.
Word. What do you think is a piece of advice you would give to someone who is looking to just go on their own in anything, whether it be like kind of what you guys are doing, off on their own as like a coach, or just off on their own in anything, in any aspect of life? What's one piece of advice you'd give them?
I would say go for it. I mean, if you fail young, fail forward. You're only going to learn from failure. Just keep building, growing. Yeah. It's only going to make you better.
I mean, if I looked at it, like my brother and people would tell me, dude, you fail in 3 years, you're 29. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Like, I'm 29, he'd say to me. I could fail now.
Yeah,
You're only
and
go
still be
for
good.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still be
Fail,
good.
go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nothing great happens in that comfort. I was comfortable, and it was like, okay, this is fine. But, like, no. Like, so if I could say anything, I guess I'm actually saying specific towards young people to go for something. But really, life is too short, and if you're going to think about it and challenge yourself about it, if you feel prepared enough, do it. Because preparedness is a huge indicator, right? So fear, obviously, is a large enemy, and that we could go into that for hours. But if you feel prepared, go for it.
Okay.
And even if you don't feel prepared, I guess it's just having some of that riskiness and understanding that I'm willing to, if I fail, work until I pay that debt off or until I can get back on my feet. I'll live on a couch.
Word.
I'll grit till I have to. I moved back in with my parents, dude, to open up a business after I was out on my own for a year and a half.
Hell yeah.
So just having some of that instilled, like understanding that you can pick yourself up if you fail. Don't think
Word.
it's over. Have the
Word.
skill sets to pick yourself up.
Right.
Be
You got- and you
prepared
gotta-
for that.
You got to have that mindset, just like you said off camera. It was perfect, dude. You're like, I've never thought about like how much money can I make.
Never. Never.
You're just both passionate guys. You're like, this is what we're gonna do, and eventually, I know it's gonna happen
Dude,
for you. Like the money will come.
The number one thing I heard was if you build it, they will come.
Right.
If you build it, they will come. Prepare yourself adequately in all facets of life. Right? Be a quality holistic person, and people will gravitate towards that because they're going to want that to yourself. And what is our industry? Creating that holistic individual. So if you could practice that, people will come to you.
Word. So where's this place going? ATP. What are the like horizons like you see off in the distance? What do you see this thing
What's your
becoming?
1, 5, and 10-year plan? I'm kidding, but like,
Well, I mean, we do want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't even get to the 5-year plan until 1-year plan. 1-year plan would be maximize us.
Okay.
Maximize us. I want to have a full schedule. I want Brandon to have a full schedule. I want to be in the position where I need to hire somebody else, like a front desk staff person. If you look and you walk in that front door, we haven't hired anybody at front desk because we said to one another, we're going to do this ourselves until we have to. You want to do the 5-year goal? We haven't even talked about this in a while, so let's see if I agree.
oh no.
Our 5-year goal. That's a tough one. Well, I mean, we obviously want to get another trainer in here. We want to ultimately get another chiro in here. We want to have a system where we're just constantly flowing perfectly. You know, where we're maximizing our time. We don't have like a 15-minute, 30-minute gap here and there. We want to make sure that everything's just flowing perfectly. I'm in one room, someone else in another room. We know when to switch if we have to. Trainers are working side by side, 2 different people. You know, it's just working perfectly.
Right.
Word.
Maximizing the space. 10-year plan? I'd like to say, dude, even if it wasn't a bigger location, it'd be another location.
Oh,
and
damn.
it'd be attacking like the Hartford area.
Oh,
Right?
Oh, nice.
We know some guys up there, man.
Yeah,
For
I mean
real.
because same financial statuses around those cities up
West
there as well
Hartford,
as
West Hartford,
is in Norwalk, and like I said, just developing a brand and applying that brand, I think it could be gravitating. That's where we're moving to. Looking at the baby boomers, what is it like every year? Like 100,000 people. 100,000 more people turn 65 or something like that. So if you look at what we offer, it applies to that baby boomer. So that 10-year goal would be to network and connect to where Brandon and I could be doing seminars, talks, and establishing to develop that brand of what we offered, how we've existed, and what positivity we've have outcomed over the last 10 years.
Okay.
And I could see that happening maybe in another location.
Solid.
Definitely.
I'm all fired up now. Shit.
Yeah, for real. That's good shit. It's deep.
For real.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I want to eat.
Yeah, word. All right.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Real quick,
Thank you,
plug your guys again. Like, where can people find ATP?
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
ATP.Cairo, or Instagram and Facebook.
That's it. And then what's your thing? At B Buchla,
Buchla.
BUCHLA, and then I'm at Drew_AcoFit.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Word.
It's
We guys
really
have an
good.
awesome spot. Thank you for having us today,
course.
man. We did a whole bunch of recording. You guys were awesome fucking guests.
Next 3
We're
weeks is
awesome
gonna be
fucking
you
hosts
guys.
as well.
Next 3 weeks.
Yeah, for real. Thank you for listening, guys. 5-star review on iTunes. Go subscribe to us on YouTube. Go check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Go
Strength Students
check out
Podcast.
their shit.
Yeah,
too.
go check out their shit. Thank you for joining us,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
We will see you next
Yeah.
episode. Thank you,
very
brothers.
much.
Peace.
Let's eat.
Food. Let's fucking eat.